Right, 7 May 2020, and I'm joined by Mr. Phugeni, spokesman for Dr. Khuphe, acting president of the MDCT. How are you, sir?
I'm okay. How are you on this dramatic day?
Yes. You saw the press conference which was just held by Job Scala. What are your comments on this press conference?
Well, I think you must give credit to where it's due. And I'll give them credit for at least meeting and taking a collective decision. And you can see that if anything, the judgment and the recalls, it has galvanized them. That was to be expected. And they've got now a rally point. And the center seems to be holding as far as they are concerned. So I think that's as far as the positives you can take from that. From there, you can see that they are living in some cuckoo land, so much hallucinating. They want to pretend like a judgment has not happened. There is no judgment. They are living in their own world with no consequences, trying to render the whole Supreme Court judgment a dud, as they said, but good luck to them. Okay,
so the standing committee met yesterday. Is the standing committee of the MDC a decision-making body?
No, look, because one thing you must know is the court said that Akweru thing is just as good as it didn't happen. So basically, there is no such an organization, number one. Number two, I wouldn't know really, because those guys, they use a lot of expedience. But if you're asking us about the MDCT, no, it will come from the standing committee's recommendations to the executive, then the executive will process that and then take it to the National Council.
Okay, let's go through the resolutions. Okay. The first resolution is that the standing committee considers what has happened as a coup. What is your comment on that?
Well, you will expect them to go there. Remember, they are specialists in coups. These are the same guys who took power, who really wrestled power through tribalism, bigotry, and violence. Not to speak of the misinformation campaign which they ran. So you'll expect them to go that. You want to know what a coup is? Go back to Puera 2 years ago, then you'll have an idea of what a coup is.
Okay, so what is your comment on the fact that they do not accept Dr. Khuphe as the president of the MDCT?
Oh, well, it's a free country. They are very much open to do that. But there's something which probably you've missed as analysts, and I can help you and wear my analytical hat for a moment. The whole reason why they are saying they are not disengaging completely, where they are saying, no, we want to go consult and all those things, it's because they know that not everyone agrees with that decision of theirs. So they will clothe it as we are boycotting or what, however they want to put it. But that tells you that there is a lot that is happening. They are still trying to coerce people into a certain direction. I don't think it will work.
Okay, so is Dr. Khuphe going to continue to call herself the acting president of the MDCT?
Why should that change? Because she's not calling herself that. She is the acting president of the MDCT. This is not a self-proclamation, my friend. This is reality. Calm down, come to reality. Excuse yourself a bit from that world of illusion and come to the real world. She is the acting president of the MDCT by the operation of the law and by the operation of the constitution of the MDCT.
Okay, I think that is answered. Let's go to the second resolution. Yeah. The MDC Alliance suspends all participation in Parliament and any other platform where MDC interacts with ZANU-PF. What is your comment on that one?
Yeah, but that is what I've just alluded to a few seconds ago, that it's not even a resolution. What it betrays is the contestations, because remember there is the BT element. The BT element only speaks of solidarity, but they do not appreciate that solidarity is action. So now the BT element knows, and the Khuphe element, they now know that they have to show real solidarity, they have to disengage completely and leave out parliament, and that is not going to happen. So basically the Nelson Chamisa faction there is really struggling. They are clamoring for solidarity from their friends, and their friends are not ready to give them that. So this announcement today, it actually tells you that they are busy trying to manage those contradictions and those tensions. Okay. Because you are asking people to give up what they worked hard for in favor of a person who effected a coup to come to power. And everyone knows.
So are you going to recall MPs if they don't attend parliament? Are you going to recall MPs?
Yeah, look, I mean, all MDCT MPs in the alliance, the ones which we recommended there, and the ones which we recommended to the PR and Senate, if they stand opposed to the Supreme Court judgment, they run the risk to be recalled. It's just that simple. They're exposing themselves to be recalled.
Okay. Are you going to win the by-elections that come afterwards?
Why not?
Do you have the necessary support on the ground?
I think so.
Okay, but you're not sure?
I am 100% sure. What do you want me to do? You want me to go on top of my roof again?
No, sure. I want to be clear, because what the MDC alliance people have been saying is that if you call a by-election, they are going to win. And the MDCT is going to lose that MP.
Look, they are allowed to say anything. Remember, they were saying they are also going to win the Supreme Court judgment. They've never said they lose anything. You must appreciate these are guys who've been going to court to get a bloody nose on a question of law. Huh? On a question of law. And when they come back, they play politics. Talk is cheap, my friend. They effected a coup. They ran away with our 1.8 million US dollars, which they used as a war chest for the election. They don't have that right now. They don't have the infrastructure, which we now have. So they don't have all of that. Good luck to them. They will see what it means to run an election from your pocket, which is what we went through. They were laughing at us. At least we managed to keep ourselves relevant up to now. I wish them luck.
Okay, let's go to the third resolution. The MDC Alliance will not participate in the extraordinary Congress that was ordered by the Supreme Court.
Yeah, that's not news. We've always known, because let me tell you what is their problem. They know that their candidate cannot stand a free and a fair process. They want a jamboree like the one that happened in Kweru. A free and a fair process, they can't, because they know very well what's going to happen there.
Okay, so you're saying Nelson Chamisa cannot win a free and fair election against Monzora or Dr. Khuphe?
No, he can't. He knows it.
Okay.
He knows it, my friend. Listen, Dr. Khuphe has never lost a single contest in the MDCT. She has never.
Okay.
And she's been through many. Eh? So Chamisa is not a fool. He knows very well. He knows that in a free and fair process against Dr. Khuphe, he stands zero chance.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Morgan Komichi, Douglas Monzora, and Elias Mzuri have been expelled, and replacements will be announced very soon.
Yeah, it's a bad decision. It's like when your wife has left you and she has moved on and gone somewhere, and then you send a text or you phone and tell her, I'm dumping you.
Okay.
No, yeah, that's a bad resolution. It's a useless one, really. It's of none, it's inconsequential.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then let's go to the final one.
Yeah.
The Supreme Court ruling is an illegality because it seeks to resurrect structures from 2014 whose term of office has expired.
No, but they err in not appreciating the law. They don't understand the law. I heard their leader one day saying outside the Bar Council, the MTCA is a concentration of legal minds. And I asked myself, legal minds, these legal minds who get basic legal issues so wrong. Remember, I always tell you in our interviews, the Supreme Court has inherent powers. What that means is it makes law. It can make law, inherent powers. That's what it means. So basically, the Supreme Court was asked during exchanges, and this is what Prof. Matugu said. He said, we're asking you to take us back in time. That's what Prof. Matugu requested for. And why are we asking for that? It's because we were in this predicament as a result of the illegal takeover. We didn't create this. This was not self-help. It's self-help on their part. So they cannot depend. You see, they can't say our defense or you can't do this because time has lapsed. Time has lapsed as a result of their illegal takeover. So the Supreme Court, using its inherent powers, is able to take us back in time. They can take that to the shops, by the way, or to the bank and bank it. It will be credited. Yeah.
Right, Mr. Khalifani Phugeni, I think we have addressed the key resolutions. I want to put this on WhatsApp. So let's keep this as short as possible. Is there anything else that you want to say before we close?
No, there is nothing much. I really hope that the socio-economic interventions that the government rolled out, I think it's last weekend, they are sufficient, but to the extent that they are not sufficient, we really appeal to our government to upgrade or to scale up its intervention to make sure that no one dies or goes hungry as a consequence of COVID-19, you know, the lockdown because of COVID-19.
Thank you very much, Mr. Khalifani Phugeni. I'll have you back again at my own request, please, if possible, tomorrow, so that we continue to follow the events that are unfolding in the MDCT.
Okay. No, not a problem. Thank you, my brother. Okay.